to this breadboard. Okay, and after that, if you refer to that data sheet of this PLC, so you will remember that we need to create some sort of a bypass line from this plus 24 volt to this SS pin. So now I'm going to create that bypass line from the plus 24 volt power supply to this SS port. Okay. After that, I'm going to connect this push button. Okay, I will place it here. Okay, so one end of this push button, I'm going to connect it with the ground terminal of the 24 volt power supply from the PLC, and the other end I'm going to connect it to the X0 input pin. Okay, now we have completed the connections of the input side. Now I'm going to connect the LED bulb to the output side. So to turn on and off this LED bulb, I'm going to use the same 24 volt power supply from this PLC. So to match that voltage with this 3 volt LED, so I'm using this resistor in series with this LED bulb. Okay. If you can remember, I told you the output side of the PLC, so it is quite simpler than the input side, where simply all these output pins are acting as switches. So they just connecting and disconnecting the power supply to the output pin. So that means you can simply break and connect the power supply to this LED using this Y0 output pin. Okay, so I'm going to connect this Y0 output pin to one end of the okay, I'm going to connect this Y0 output pin to the one end of this LED bulb. Okay, now actually we need to give the power supply to this LED bulb. So I'm going to connect this 24 volt power supply to the positive terminal of this LED, yet we need to make another connection to complete this circuit. If you can remember, these common pins, which is labeled as the C0 and C1, so all these output pins are connected with this common terminals. So I'm going to complete this circuit by connecting this common terminal to the ground side of the 24 volt power supply. Okay, if you can see, I told you these common ports and the output terminals are internally connected. Now we can check this connection which we have completed. This is the positive side of the 24 volt power supply. So it goes to the positive side of the LED bulb. Okay. And the negative side of the LED bulb is connected in series with this 1K resistor. And at the end of the 1K resistor, we have this Y0 power supply, Y0 supply. So this Y0 and the C0 are internally connected. Okay, in between that supply, there is a switch which is controlled by this PLC. Okay, so the C0 node is connected with the ground of that 24 volt power supply. Now you can easily understand how this circuit is made and how it is connected by this PLC. Okay, so this is all about the input and output connections. Okay, regarding this practical. Now I'm going to connect this PLC with the programming device. I'm using a laptop as a programming device. So let's see how we can connect this PLC to the laptop. To connect this PLC with the laptop, I'm using this Ethernet port. So we can connect one end of the Ethernet cable to the PLC and the other end to the laptop. Okay, now I'm going to connect the other end of the Ethernet cable to the laptop. Okay, and after that I'm going to open the PLC programming software. I will have the software. Okay, then we need to establish the connection in between the PLC and PC or the programming software. To do that, you need to go to this PLC online window, and you need to select this TCP IP, and this is the IP address of the PLC, and after that you need to put it into online mode. Okay, after that the connection in between PLC and PC is established. Okay, then I'm going to open a program which is already created. In this program, we only have one input and one output. This input is a normally open one. It is connected to the X node, and this output is a normal output which is connected to the Y node port. Okay, now I'm going to download this program from PC to PLC. Okay. Okay, it is successfully downloaded, and after that we can put this online monitoring. Okay, now I turned on the online monitoring, where we can monitor the execution of the program or the ladder diagram online through our PC. Okay, so this is one of the most user-friendly option we can have with ladder diagrams, where we can do real-time monitoring of the program and identify the errors inside the program. Okay, now I'm going to press this push button. It is connected to the X node port. Okay, you can see once I press this X node push button, this LED turns on. Once I release my finger from the push button, it turned off. Okay, so this is how we can simply connect inputs and outputs to the PLC, and after that how we can upload uh, our ladder diagrams or the programs to the PLC. Okay, so we created this setup or the practical or this demonstration to give you some sort of a basic idea regarding programmable logic controllers, how to connect a PLC with the programming device, and how to connect the power supply to the PLC, and how to connect inputs and outputs, and how to use the DC power output from the PLC to trigger or to actuate outputs. So I think now you have some sort of a basic understanding regarding these things. Once you receive the permission to visit laboratories, so you can try out these things with these equipments. Okay, then I'm going to end this demonstration from here. Okay, thank you all.